I'm your host, Will Most Looking 23, joining me for My First Two Loves, Chapter 27, The Meeting. I'd wanted to break out of my shell this year, but getting arrested had not been part of my plan. The news spread like wildfire through the school. By the end of the day, it felt like everybody knew what happened. Then, when I got out of cheer practice, Dad texted our family group chat. We're having a family dinner when I get home tonight, 6 p.m. Dad had always been strict with his punishments. How would he respond to this? Someone laid a comforting, familiar hand on my shoulder. I looked up to see Mason. Your dad's not happy with you, huh? He's gonna kill me, Mason. What can I do to make you feel better? I need you to let me crash on your couch if I get disowned. Am I? I'm not kidding. Look, if it comes to that, which it won't, then yes, of course you can stay with me. But I'm not gonna make you sleep on the couch like an animal. You'll get the guest room. Deal. Mason smiled warmly at me, and I felt my stomach unknot a little. I know how hard it is to have a strict dad. My dad's the same way. But at the end of the day, he loves you, even if he expresses it in a kind of harsh way. It's all gonna be fine. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. You always understand how I feel. He gazed into my eyes, and I thought he was about to say something, but then he closed his mouth. He spoke again after a pause. Hey, remember how we used to make those, or get those milkshakes to cheer us up when we were kids? It's been forever. Why did we stop doing that? I guess we got busy. I had football, you had cheerleading, but this would be as good a time as any to get back in the habit. Think about it. We get all showered, dressed, and we spend the afternoon together. My treat. My mind flashed to a cute autumn sweater I'd been waiting to wear out on a special occasion. It's pretty. This date would be a perfect chance to get out of, or try out my new fall look and get treated by Mason. Here's the thing, you're already saying it's a date. Perfect. There's a malted peanut butter chocolate shake with your name on it. Oh, you still remember my order? As if I'd forgotten. After a quick stop home, I slipped on my new outfit and we headed to the diner together. As we stopped through the diner's doors, I caught Mason staring at me, his eyes traced the way my cozy sweater hugged my curves. Looking at something? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you in orange. It suits you. It's so warm and festive, like a pumpkin. A pumpkin? Oof, no, dude, you do not associate a woman with anything round. That's like going, you look like a watermelon or a tomato. No. In the best way. I'm trying to compliment you here. Laughing together in the diner made a wave of nostalgia wash over you. It's nice being here, just the two of us. I can practically taste my childhood. I hope it tastes like malted peanut butter chocolate milkshakes, because that's what's about to happen. You know, just in case you didn't know the milkshake she preferred again. Let's split one. I don't think I have the sugar capacity I did when I was 10. After ordering, we settled into the booth together, gazing fondly around the room. Last time we came here with Ava and Lauren, hadn't really gotten a chance to soak in everything. Everything was the same. The jukebox playing old music, the vintage posters on the wall, even the waitresses, because it's been 2 weeks, looked familiar and unchanged by time. It's been 2 weeks. I'm done. What's on your mind? I'm just flashing back to all the times we came here when we were young. Remember when we went exploring in the woods and almost died? Tried to fly to space in a cardboard box. We'll go with that one. You're leaving out the part where we slid in the box down a hill and tried to launch off a ramp at the bottom. Listen, 4th graders aren't known for their expertise in aerodynamics. I really thought we were onto something. It's probably better for both of us that Dad stopped us before we could actually hurt ourselves. We chuckled, trailing off into thought. Life was so simple back then. Do you ever wish you could go back to being a kid? Sometimes, I guess. Recess was pretty cool. Recess was cool. I feel like life has gotten so complicated, like with you and Ava. I wonder what she'd think if she saw us together right now. Oh my god, and you're just making it complicated by that comment. If I learned anything from the time I spent dating her, it's that she cares a lot about you, Emma. Really? Believe me, the way she talked about you sometimes, even when she was jealous of us, Emma, she adored you. I'm positive she'll forgive you someday, and she'll want you to do what makes you happy. I hope you're right. You guys are the only ones who have changed, though. My dad used to be so much more laid back before Mom died. I'm sure losing your mom made him want to protect you and Mac even more. It sucks, but I think he just wants the best for you. Yeah, but only I know what's best for me. I said every child ever, and then they were wrong. I wish he'd be more understanding. The whole tough love business doesn't make me behave better. It just means I keep more secrets from him, and that's kind of a problem. Like you not understanding your dad only wants the best out for you, but you're gonna keep secrets from him just so you can end up getting hurt and then go crying to your daddy. It makes no goddamn sense. Like the time I lied about why I missed the cheer exhibition. I'm not even sure anymore if I do cheer because I want to or because he wants me to. I feel you. My dad's always bragging about how I'll play football at Air Force Academy. Just like him. I love football, but what if I want to play somewhere else? Why do our parents have these crazy expectations for us? Right? If I was a parent, I'd let my kid choose their own path. I agree with that, at least. At least we only have to put up with our overbearing parents for one more year, and then we're free. That's true. I just hope I can make it that long without my head exploding. I'll make sure that doesn't. That's what milkshakes are for, right? Yes, milkshakes, the super glue for everything. His smile melted all the nervousness in me, and how was being with him so easy? Because you were childhood friends. So, once you are free and living on your own, what will you do? I want to party, explore, and just have fun, says a bunch of dumbasses. Have a vibrant love life. Oh, God. If you're 17, 18 and you say that, oof. Follow my actual dreams. I'll be living for me. I don't have to please anyone but myself. But I'd love to pursue my art more. I've really been enjoying photography. Well, I hope you get that future, and I hope I get to see to it. I'm sure you will. Whatever happens, I want you to be a part of my life. I wouldn't want it any other way. A warm, fuzzy feeling spread through my body, the comfort of all of our years of friendship. Felt so safe, but for the first time, it felt like something more could really be happening. We both perked up as the waitress came by with our order. It's massive. I don't think I'm ready for this. Oh, Jesus. You'd better be, because I definitely can't drink this whole thing. We both leaned forward to sip through it with our straws. I couldn't help but smile as the rich, peanut buttery goodness hit my tongue. Please promise we'll never stop coming here again. I made that mistake once already. This is our spot from now on. Our spot? Suddenly I realized how close we were, and our faces were inches apart, and our hands brushed on the table. Look into his eyes. Look into his eyes. I glanced up at him, and he held my gaze. His eyes sparkled, and a smile was forming on his lips. Emma. I held my breath. What was he going to say? I'm glad we came here today. I exhaled. Part of me hoped he'd say more, but part of me was content just to stay in the moment we were in. Clearly not, because you wouldn't be hoping for more. Thanks for inviting me. You were right. I feel much better. Stuff with your dad will work out fine, and if it doesn't, well, you know where to find me. We enjoyed the rest of the afternoon in the diner together, laughing and chatting, even long after the milkshake was gone. First, the day flew by. Finally, with 10 minutes to 6, Max and I sat stiffly in the living room. On a scale from 1 to getting house arrest ankle monitors put on us, how screwed do you think we are? The truth was, I was scared, but Mackenzie looked so rattled I wanted to reassure her as best as I could. We didn't do anything wrong. Neither of us even touched that car. And we didn't get charged. We were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, but you snuck out past curfew and your father's still gonna brain your ass. Do you think Dad will buy that? There's nothing to buy, it's the truth. Just as I said that, we heard the door open. Dad entered, his face unreadable. He's probably just happy you weren't shot and killed by the police or worse. We prepared dinner in silence. I couldn't tell what Dad was thinking, which made the atmosphere even more tense. That's the point. By the time we all were all sitting down at the table, I was almost too nervous to eat. I avoided Dad's gaze. So, how was work? Dad set down his metal fork, and I had to stop myself from flinching at the sound. It was fine. A bit busier than usual. How was school? Oh, lots of learning. What did you learn today? In English we talked about Lord of the Flies, the chapter where the boys are mean. Interesting. I just can't with this book. I just can't. So, you wouldn't know why your English teacher emailed me to say you slept through class today. I might have closed my eyes once or twice. I guess it was really warm in the classroom, and apparently roaming the streets all night like a wild animal is more important to you than getting your 8 hours? I don't know what it is with you. Why do you act out like this? Why can't you be more like Emma? No. Oh, run from the table. Wait a second, I was there too. I know you didn't go out on your own, Emma. This isn't what you do. Dad, that's enough. You make it sound like Mac's a hardened criminal. She's a teenager. And for the record, I'm tired of being used as some kind of golden standard. Stop pitting us against each other. Yeah, the problem isn't us. The problem is that we can't be ourselves because you keep forcing your expectations on us. I'm sorry you feel that way, because you're going to be dealing with a lot more expectations from here on out. Dad, you don't control our life. Yes, he does. You're under his roof. He's your father. All you care about is my success. I feel like I'm not allowed to have mistakes or learn. I have to be perfect all the time. Guess what, Dad? Maybe I'm not perfect cheerleader like Mom was. Maybe not. But if you're living under my roof, you'll follow my rules. Is this how you want to play this? Would you rather have your kids fear and resent you instead of respect you? Your mother wouldn't tolerate this kind of behavior if she was here. If she were here, she'd actually listen to us instead of treating us like misbehaving pets. His face went stiff. I knew I'd crossed a line, but I didn't care. I was angry. That's it. You two are both grounded indefinitely. No hanging out with friends after school. No more sneaking out at night. He turned to me, eyes frigid. And if you hate cheerleading so much, you won't perform at the big game. You're not going to homecoming. What? You heard me. No game, no dance. His words were like a knife in my heart. I've been agonizing about whether to go with Mason or Noah, but now it looked like I won't be having a choice at all. Like, little did I know what future had in store. Okay, I'm gonna break this down real quick, okay? And then I got shit to do. First of all, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Remember, Royal Hair, the other chapter for this crap, and Queen Bee is up today. So, let me just break this down to you. This is how I feel about this chapter. The dad isn't entirely wrong, but he isn't entirely right either. Like, so this is one of the reasons why I picked this, man, I'm trying to be, like, just straightforward with all of you, and I'm just gonna be honest. There's a reason why I picked black characters, because I knew there was gonna be a difference in the whole warning at the very beginning of this, and the whole 9 yards. And clearly, people have already said there is a difference between this and their white MCs. One of which is their white MCs ran, they did everything to resist arrest, and the whole 9 yards, and nothing really changed. So it shows kind of like a double, edged sword, a different of lifestyles, based on just race alone. That being said, knowing people like that, there's a fear out in this world of what will happen to you based on your skin color. You would have to be ignorant enough to say, no, there isn't. No, there is. Um, that being said, your dad needs to be a little bit more open. He's changed clearly. He's hardened since your mother died. He needs to open up a little more. Like everything needs to be put on the table. Unfortunately, he's being very cut and dry and not. He is truly not understanding, and a family's not supposed to be like this. Keyword: ideal family. Um, I didn't have this luxury when I was a kid, so to me, this is a lot warmer and a lot more welcome than what I deal with. Um, you know, a hell of a lot. I would have dealt with this. Um, if I was in the father's shoes, again, I'd be more open, be more. I mean, I deal with two special needs kids. That's all I'm gonna say. I deal with two special needs kids. Trying to have a logical, intellectual conversation on why they shouldn't do something is infuriatingly hard, harder than you could ever do with normal kids. And if I had two normal kids, we would probably live in the most peaceful paradise known to man. Because yes, you let them do what they do. It's kind of like Neil deGrasse Tyson said. If a kid is beating on the pans and pots and pans in your kitchen, he goes, you let them. You don't discipline them and whatnot because of them making a mess. Yeah, you teach them to clean up the mess afterwards, but right now they're learning the art of sound, they're learning music, they're learning vibrations, they're learning acoustics, they're learning all this stuff. You let kids at least have freedom in a intellectual capacity, but you also simultaneously teach them, hey, clean up after you're done. If you did all that, we would be so much better as children and so much better as parents. So that's the same kind of take I have with my two special needs brothers. If he makes a mess, you try and prevent it, but hey, he did his mess, he did whatever, then you make him go in there and clean it up. That's how I handle it. Okay, so oof. Hopefully you all stayed for this explanation. I'm going to assume 99% of you didn't, because most people just don't even care for my reading. Because, I mean, it kind of sucks, but I'm not even going to go into it. That being said, catch y'all later, peace.